Have you ever pondered why trees shed their leaves in autumn? This seemingly simple act in nature is actually an intricate story of survival and self-care. Every leaf that a tree sheds is a testament to its intrinsic wisdom of letting. It's not about creating a picturesque scene that captivates the viewer, or providing a satisfying crunch under our boots as we walk through the park on a crisp, clear day. No, it's a deeper, more profound process that's taking place. As the days grow shorter and the temperatures begin drop, trees enter a phase of dormancy, akin to hibernation. They cease their photosynthesis, the process by which they transform sunlight into sustenance, and begin to prepare for the harsh winter ahead. This preparation involves pulling back, conserving their resources, and focusing only on the essential. They pull the life from their leaves, retreating to their roots to wait out the winter, preserving energy for the spring that will inevitably come. It's a dance of survival, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. This act of shedding leaves is not a sign of weakness, but a strategic act of preservation. Now imagine for a moment if we applied this same principle to our lives. Conserve our energy and channel it towards the essential, the meaningful aspects of our existence. To let go of what is unnecessary and focus on what truly nurtures us. Just like the trees, we too could practice this wisdom of self-care. Imagine the profound impact it could have on our lives. This is not just a metaphorical comparison, but an invitation for us to embark on our own journey of self-care. In a world where the hustle and bustle never seem to stop, it's easy to get swept up in the tide, forgetting to take a breather. This world, fast and furious, consumes your energy and leaves you gasping for air. Amidst the chaos of life, our protagonist emerges, a man caught in a whirlwind of expectations and obligations. Picture a man, an embodiment of resilience and determination. Let's christen him John, a name as common as the struggles he faced. John was a commendable high achiever, the archetype of diligence. He was forever on the move, a perpetual motion machine, always ticking boxes, his eclectic and ever-expanding to-do list. His day was a tightly choreographed ballet of tasks and deadlines, a symphony of efficiency. But the rhythm of his life was more of a relentless march than a harmonious dance. However, one fateful day, he found himself staring into the abyss of emptiness, consumed by exhaustion and a creeping sense of unfulfillment. It was as if he had been running so fast and so long that he had forgotten why he started in the first place. The drive that once fueled him now left him bereft of joy and satisfaction. It was then, on the brink of despair, that he stumbled upon the life-altering concept of self-care. John started to understand that self-care isn't just about spa days or indulging in his favorite chocolate cake. It dawned upon him slowly, like the first light of dawn seeping through the curtains of darkness. He realized that self-care was not a one-off event, not a fleeting moment of pleasure. It was a continuous process, a conscious commitment to himself. It was about safeguarding his inner peace, maintaining his personal space, and recognizing his worth. It was about understanding his limits, respecting his boundaries, and balancing his commitments. Instead of burning out in the name of productivity, he realized that saying no was a significant aspect of self-care. It made sense to him that saying no didn't mean he was unkind or irresponsible. It simply meant he was protecting his mental health. He discovered that prioritizing his well-being did not equate to selfishness, but it was an act of self-respect and self-love. Nourishing his mind with positive thoughts became a crucial part of his routine. He acknowledged the importance of optimism, resilience, and gratitude. He gradually learned to replace negative thoughts with a positive perspective. He also found that self-care was about nurturing his spirit with activities that brought him pure, unadulterated joy. Understanding self-care wasn't just a realization, it was a journey of exploring his emotional landscape, accepting his vulnerabilities and embracing his strengths. It was about listening to his body when it needed rest, feeding his mind with positive thoughts, and nurturing his spirit with activities that brought joy. John began to see changes that were not only tangible, but ones that reverberated through his life in a profound way. As time passed, he noticed these transformations were not occasional or fleeting, but rather, they were becoming an integral part of his own identity. There was an undeniable increase in his happiness, a sense of joy that emanated from within him, coloring all aspects of his existence. His productivity levels rose dramatically, his daily tasks no longer a burden, but a source of fulfillment. He discovered a newfound energy within himself, a vigor that pushed him to strive for excellence in all his endeavors. His enthusiasm was infectious, inspiring those him to seek their own improvement. This renewed zest for life was evident in the way he interacted with others. His relationships, once strained, now flourished. There was a sense of harmony between him and his loved ones, a connection that deepened with each passing day. This change was also reflected in his professional life. He started to view challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than roadblocks hindering his path. His creativity at work skyrocketed, his ideas innovative and fresh, making him a valuable asset to his team. However, the most significant change in John was his sense of contentment. He found peace in his own company, satisfaction in his achievements. Importantly, he found happiness in being authentically himself. His journey, filled with ups and downs, trials and triumphs, wasn't easy. It demanded resilience, patience, and courage. But in the end, every challenge he faced, every hardship he endured made him who he was. His journey wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Reflecting on John's journey, we can distill some key points about self-care. Firstly, self-care is not selfish, quite the contrary. It's a crucial aspect of our overall health and well-being. Rather than being a sign of self-indulgence or neglecting others, it is a means of replenishing our inner resources, fostering resilience and maintaining equilibrium in our lives. It's akin to the trees that shed their leaves, conserving energy for the upcoming winter, and focusing it on their core survival needs. This analogy beautifully encapsulates the essence of self-care. Secondly, self-care involves setting boundaries. This can be a hard concept to grasp, especially those of us who are naturally inclined towards being people-pleasers or who have been conditioned by societal norms to put others first. However, recognizing our limits and learning to say no is a fundamental part of self-care. It's about understanding that we can't pour from an empty cup and that it's okay, and indeed necessary, not to be available to everyone all the time. Thirdly, self-care is holistic, encompassing much more than just our physical health. It is a multidimensional concept that also our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It's about nurturing all aspects of ourself, body, mind, heart, and soul. It's about taking time for self-reflection, practicing mindfulness, fostering positive relationships, and cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning in life. Lastly, it's important to remember that self-care is not a one-off event or a finite goal to achieve. Rather, it's a journey, not a destination. It's not something you master and then forget about. It's an ongoing process of self-awareness, self-discovery, and adaptation. A lifestyle choice that requires commitment, consistency, and compassion towards oneself. This, my friends, is the power of self-care. It's not just about occasional relaxation or pampering sessions, but it's a daily practice that manifests itself in various aspects of our lives. It embodies taking complete responsibility for our physical, mental, and emotional health. It's about finding equilibrium, cherishing our own learning to set boundaries, and prioritizing our needs. It's about cultivating mindfulness, resilience, self-respect, and compassion towards ourselves. Just like John, we too should muster the bravery to commence this journey of self-care, discovering and harnessing the transformative power it holds within. Thanks for joining Wellness Pulse. If self-care resonates with you, subscribe for more. Comment below to share your thoughts, and remember, your well-being matters. Until next time, stay well with Wellness Pulse.